Joking. I'm joking. Oh yes, manene gazi sifikile sigalelekile igama ngo-LB lebohang Andrews former political connects. Namhlanje sihleli no, should I call you Mama We Game or the Bred? Is it white bread or brown bread?
Well, it's clearly brown. It's clearly brown, low GI, okay?
Whoa, okay.
From the black and white store. Okay, that's the bread we're talking about.
Okay. All right.
But recently, Mama We Game, yeah.
Mama We Game.
Yes.
Okay. How did you get that name?
So one of my clients' managers gave it to me. They like, hey, you know, you're holding down the game, so.
Mama We Game.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's literally that simple.
So is this like at the current job that you're
Yes.
in? Okay.
So it's very recent. It's very recent.
Actually, Mama We Game. Khona no sister ntswempu angithi so.
Yeah, bakhona nabo sister ntswempu ngiyabazi ke.
Tobozela. Manje Zulu?
I'm actually Joburg Zulu. I just hang around a lot of KZN Zulu people.
How am I? So how's your Zulu?
It's really good actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question?
Ask me. I'll have you know that I did get a distinction for Zulu in high school, so ask away.
Okay, no, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. All right, cool. Let's get into it. So, who is Gugu?
Gugu is she makes stars.
Yeah. We need her, dog.
Okay.
Please make me a star.
Well, not like that, but Gugu basically has been in the background of the industry.
Yeah.
She's somebody who's always wanted to, give people an experience through music, and I've always had the opportunity to do so from Vow Fm to Joox, and now at Africori, and like giving people the experience in different ways. I've kind of had like a full circle of how the industry works.
No, that's pretty dope. So where were you born and bred?
I was born at my mom's is Joburg Jen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I grew up in Soweto. Ezolamapotin kamshaza for ngumuntu yazi. Nabelungu bathi
beat him together.
Beat him to death.
Huh?
Beat him to death.
Oh, beat him to death. Oh, shit. Mapaputi.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
you don't look like a gassy girl though.
Oh, I'm very gassy when makmalek shubega shuba.
Do you eat his cup?
I do. Namanje bengifunda ukuthi inyama yenhloko.
Oh.
Like inyama yenhloko netombolo. I don't eat paps on netombolo. Oh, but that's the thing. When you're a person who crosses over in life, you eat everything.
Yeah.
If you grew up in the hood, but then you kind of are also exposed to the north. You're also exposed to the south. You're also exposed to, the rurals. You're able to adapt in any situation that you're put into.
You rural?
Kind of.
Wait.
Kind of. Let's just say I've only been there twice, okay? And I came back very skinny because I didn't eat anything.
My goodness. What was wrong with the food?
I was younger. I never understood the kind of food that they were eating, and I've got a very open, yes, I have an open taste bud, but if it doesn't look great, it doesn't sit well with me.
The presentation was not that nice.
The presentation was not well, like it was not, I already don't like pap, and then they gave me pap that was like, papi papel kaiwe.
Okay, what do you mean kaiwe?
Like, they...
Uput.
Is everything okay? Oh, because he's like...
Uput.
No, not uput. Like, you have like the corn, and then it's dried, and then... Yes.
Yeah.
That pap. Just very rough.
The red one, eh?
I don't know. Listen, it was rough, okay? And I didn't eat it. And there was a long drop, and I just couldn't do it. So here I am.
So right now, if we take you back then, you wouldn't survive?
No, negative.
Wow.
Maybe I would, I'd pack, I'd go for 3 days and pack
3 days only.
KFC.
Yo!
There's an oven so I can pack like, pizza from that black and white place and then just put them in the oven. I guess that will make my life easier, right? Yeah.
Bazothi baxhomela abantu abasezilalini mbuzi.
No, ngingabaphathela nabo. Sobaphathela nabo.
Awe ma basho amazulu. Anyways, asikho lapho we move. So what were your interests while growing up?
So that's such a weird question because I actually don't know. I was interested in everything.
You can call your mom.
I don't think she knows as well.
Yeah.
I was interested in everything. My mom used to tell me I had an open ear for music. Back then, when she used to play Oliver Mtukudzi, Hugh Masekelas, all of that I used to really like. And most of the stuff that she used to play, I still listen to now. The Jonathan Butlers, the Shades.
Your mom has good taste.
My mom has really good taste in music.
Wow. Okay.
And so that happened. And then I was also really interested in cooking. I spent a lot of time in the kitchen with my... Not bap, no. Like intricate cooking.
Oh, okay. Where's the dictionary?
No, like, not just traditional stuff. Like, my grand taught me to make a lot of things. There's very little things I can't actually cook.
Wow.
Yeah.
CVs, manufuna, mama sekaya. Mama, what game to be mama sekaya?
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
No, so the cooking also happened. She used to bake. My mom and because obviously I went to a Model C school and I went to Rosebank Primary.
I can tell, man. Yeah. I'm joking.
Okay. I went to Rosebank Primary and I obviously in our schools I can have like if you're schooling saying some cake or saying some sweet or whatever.
Yeah.
But my cousins and my uncle, he was still in school at the time and they were still in school. Because we stayed with my gran, she used to bake scones and like buns and then they used to take them to school to sell. So that's how I started learning how to bake.
Wow.
So the kitchen was also an interest for me at the time. And then I was really interested in law, which is what I wanted to study. And then I just, life happened.
The music was like, wizara.
Yes.
No, that's pretty dope. Fast forward, varsity, where did you study?
I studied at the University of Witwatersrand. Wits, for the ones that know.
Yeah.
I did a BA in psychology and philosophy, which were law subjects. Okay. I also did history and English because I had to take 4 modules. And then second year, I was like, it's not really doing the things for me. And I started Vow Fm in 2014, my first year. And the second year, I was like, I'm doing a lot more at Vow. I am struggling to keep up with my schoolwork, and I'm not really enjoying the schoolwork. I'm enjoying Vow.
I was about to say, don't tell me you left school.
I did. I dropped out.
I take back my
No, so I did drop out, but much to my mom's disappointment. But I made a promise to tell her to make sure I make things work. And eventually we'll go back. But then I 2017 did the Wits Radio Academy. Yeah, so I did that as well. Finished that at least.
It was not even a year.
It was a year. It's a year.
Does it take a year?
It's a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
it's a year. Cool. But you learn a lot in that year. It's very compact. And like I want to do a little bit more on it. Nice. But you learn a lot. It's very compact. Teaches you every bit of radio, from marketing to music to presenting to content creation. Wow. It's really, really widespread. Yeah.
I think I should do that as well.
Nah, you should.
Wow. Okay, Mr. France, I'm coming. Is he still there?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. But so I met you at Vow.
Yes.
What were you doing at Vow?
Everything and nothing at the same time. 2014, I got in as a music compiler. And I remember Deza, who's currently at MultiChoice now. He does music shows and whatever at MultiChoice now. But he was the music compiler, the head compiler.
Oh, okay.
And he took me in because I had an interest in African music. Mainly at that time, it was very Nigerian, West African.
Okay.
But once I started at Vow, then it became like really widespread. So like Tanzanian music, Kenyan music, all of that, Zambian music, whatever. So 2014, I was just compiling. Then 2015, I started doing traffic for Lwazi. When when she was doing the lunch show, and then kind of slithered my way into a show, then did a 9 to 12 for the rest of 2015, and then 2016 I think. Then end of 2016 into 2017, I was sharing the lunch show with Lwazi.
Wow. From traffic to sharing the whole show.
So she was doing, I think, 3 days, and I was doing 2 days or something like that. Then I was also doing the Aphrodisiac from 2016. I was doing the content and co-hosting the show with Johnny, and I was doing the Vow Fm Top 40 on Saturdays.
Wow.
From 2016 till 2018, yeah.
Boy, where my flowers are brought flowers. I need to give her flowers while she's still alive. Where my flowers?
All right, cool. It was a long journey at Vow Fm, but I truly enjoyed all of it.
Do you remember your first time on air, and how was it?
Do I remember my first time on air? I think I do. There was a day when... So I was really trying the presenting thing, and Oslerato, who was the program's manager at the time, she was very strict, and she made me do a lot of pre-recorded shows. Nice. And I kept getting it wrong, and she's like, "That's not how we're doing it."
What were you getting wrong?
I was telling a story and not doing a radio show.
Oh, okay.
Like
Bobalisa.
Yeah. So there was more talking and less music. And then someone didn't come for their show, and there was no one to stand in.
So
then they're like, go. I was like, okay, cool. I went in, and when I came out of it, I was talking too fast, and I hated it, right?
Who was running the desk for you? Were you running the desk yourself?
I ran the desk myself. I had an idea of how to do it.
Okay.
Because I've been doing those pre-recorded stuff, and she was listening and all of that stuff.
By
the other studio.
Studio,
so as soon as, obviously the main studio was different. But I went in, I did the show after the 3 hours. I was like really tired because I was like, I don't know what I was doing the whole time.
Wow.
I skipped ads. I was supposed to do ad reads. I didn't do them. There was a lot that went wrong. But I mean,
but at the same time, Vow is a learning ground, right?
It was. It is a place for everybody to learn. I think there's a lot of people that came to Vow who are in the entertainment business. One way or another, they are. Apple is, even though she's an attorney now, she's actually an entertainment attorney. There's a lot of people at YFM, Lula Odiba, as well as Lumko Johnson were both at Vow. They're at Y now. Buipilo at 5. Nia Brown was actually at Vow as well. She's at YFM.
Wow.
And then obviously outside of the industry, outside of the the mainstream, there's everybody at the back end. Lwazi is at Universal Music. Pumla is at Sony. Kabelo's at Sony. I'm at Africori.
Where am I?
You're here. So
I need to put on myself, dog.
No, but Vow FM is definitely has been a place where everybody kind of learns.
True.
Learns to groom themselves beyond just being a student, because that's what everybody was at the time. Everyone was a student, and it kind of gave us the direction. We had the direction that we thought we wanted. I had the direction I thought I wanted, and the direction I thought I wanted was actually my parents' direction for me. And going to Vow made me realize that actually the direction I want to go is this one. I knew it was entertainment. I didn't know what's in entertainment. I honestly didn't know. I didn't know where I was going.
No, that's pretty cool. I hope they're learning. So at Vow, you're not getting paid. It's voluntary.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell me the importance of volunteering?
Well,
would you suggest this to somebody?
I would. There's a lot of people who for instance, Vow is a place where if you're on a gap year, you're not really getting paid anywhere anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just that obviously you have to have the transport money to go and come back.
Yeah, and money for food.
And money for food. I mean, not really. Vow, we ate noodles every day. We ate noodles.
To buy those noodles.
Okay, and we ate those wings from Pick and Pay by 10 rand.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the money for food, and sometimes everybody comes together, put in, chip in, and then we all eat together. It's just here and then you're done. But it shows you if you're truly talented, if you truly are passionate about whatever it is, what you want to do. It also shows you how people live. It humbles you. You've worked for no money before.
Yeah, true.
Are
you humble?
I think I am.
That answer.
Look, I'm humble in places that I need to be humble, and I am big-headed in the places where I need to be big-headed. And in the industry, you need to know when to be both.
Oh, okay. No, that's pretty dope. So now, why leave Vow to go to Joox?
So I didn't actually leave Vow to go to Joox.
Okay.
I was at Vow and Joox at the same time.
You lie.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was doing Joox 9 to 5, and that was paying me. So 9 to 5 till 5, I was at Joox, and maybe my lunch break, I'm writing my scripts for Vow. On a Friday, literally at like 3:30, I leave, go to Vow, go and prep for my aphrodisiac show, meet up with Johnny, who's also coming from his engineering job. Then we get in, we do our show, we leave at I think the show used to end at 7 to 9. So we leave the station after 9, maybe 10, go home, and then you rest. Saturday morning, you come back to the station, then you do the aphrodisiac. And I used to submit the aphrodisiac on a Friday at 12. I mean the top 40 on a Friday at 12. So my lunch break on Friday, I'm doing the top 40.
Sheesh.
The actual list.
So when I understand your time management?
I'm actually really bad at it, but I sleep really late, so that works for me. I can't work during the day. I sleep really late, so I work at night and sleep during the day.
No,
I'm weird. I'm like an owl.
It works for you.
Only the representation that black people have of owls is not me.
Yes, again, we won't. So what were you doing at Joox?
At Joox, I was music content creator. Curator. Essentially building playlists and creating interviews. It kind of, I grew into everything.
Okay.
The first of it was just creating playlists, and I started when the app started.
Oh.
So
at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, right? So when I joined, I think they were only live for 4-6 months. Mm-hmm. They had only a couple of playlists thing. Literally there was just 2 of us that were interns at the time.
Wow.
And we were doing 10 to 15 playlists a week.
Sheesh.
Right? Yeah. And bear in mind that, at the time, Joox didn't have the catalog. Mm-hmm. They hadn't signed other deals and blah, blah, blah. So now you literally are using this Chinese system that's taking so long. It's really slow. We work on a VPN. So if the VPN is not connected, then you can't work. Sorry. Or if there's an internet issue, then we can't work. Or something's definitely going to go wrong. Okay, there's a Chinese system. Everything goes wrong in the Chinese system. But you always have to find ways of doing things to make life easier for yourself, which is what we ended up doing. But you're working with the limited catalog, with the limited experience, CMS and on a VPN, on Wi-Fi that people are not sure about, and we're sharing the office with Voov. So we're all in the same office, and it's just really crazy, right? And they're using a CMS, we're using a CMS, and it's just one Wi-Fi.
Yup.
And everyone's on a VPN. So, wait, I need to cough. So, then you create a playlist. It will take you literally like 3 hours at that time to create a playlist because you took so long to look for a song.
3 hours.
It got better over time, obviously, because we got the catalog, we got better Wi-Fi, we understood the processes, we got newer laptops, so, you know, bigger processors. They've always been Apple at Joox, though.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started off doing the playlists with Rixton, and then later on, you know, once they saw that, you know, we can do a little bit more than just that, then obviously we were working on the actual app, you know, what it looks like, interviews, the whole layout, interviews. I was also writing editorial pieces. So there was, you know, it was quite widespread. There was a lot that we could do there, yeah.
So you mentioned interviews. Who did you get to interview?
At Vow or at Joox?
Joox.
Joox I didn't do much because obviously there was also people who were gatekeepers. I hope I don't get in trouble for this because they're still my friends. So there were people that were gatekeepers who would want to always be the ones to do the interviews. But I did a Questa interview towards the end of my journey at Joox, actually. I did a Kelaka one. I wrote a couple. I did a Zexpantini one, but it was a written one. So I did the questions and then sent them over, and then they returned the questions back to us. Those are actually pretty much. Probably there's others that I forget about.
Wait,
because I was there for like 3 years.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, let's go back to Vow. So you were doing the Aphrodisiac. Who was doing the Afropop show? Was it you?
Probably when we left. I don't remember Afropop.
Okay, cool. Let's not dwell on it.
No, the Aphrodisiac was the one that was Pan-African music, Pan-African deep.
That was you. And apparently it was huge in Brown.
It was, yeah.
Oh, so
myself, right. Johnny, and Titi at some point, then she left to Trans Africa, so yeah.
Damn. Okay, cool. So now let's quickly play a game.
Okay.
You know, I'll give you 2 options and you choose one and you tell me why.
Am I getting in trouble?
No.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't do that to you.
As long as I'm not in trouble, sure. Go.
I wouldn't do that to you. Alright, music compiling or content curator, and why?
Music compiling.
Why?
Because with the content curation, it was a playlist that somebody chooses to pick, and whether they listen to it or not, or listen to the story of how you set it out, you don't really know that. Whereas with the music compiling, it's on radio, you can actually see people's tweets. You can actually see people's reactions, or people would call and say, you know, the playlist is nice, or, you know, you see the station is vibing. Whereas with the playlist, it's just I'm vibing on my own.
Oh, shame, my dog. So second one is being on air or being what you're doing right now, which is being account manager, right?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Goba?
I like them both, man.
You wouldn't choose one?
I wouldn't choose one.
Just capable of cheating this one.
No, I'm not.
So
yeah, because I'm passionate about both. I know that I have the capabilities to do both. Also, it will just be like a shortcut. If I have a radio show, I put my artist on my show. You know, if I have a radio show, my artist drops something, they said they have an interview on my show, said that station is going to play their music, and on high rotation, thanks.
And also, we need to keep her here, though. She's the plug. She's definitely the plug. You're gonna go for your music, boy. Talk to her, please. Okay, third one, Amapiano or Afropop?
You know, if you ask me this question in 20, if you ask me this question in 20, if Amapiano was big in 2015, and you ask me this question, I would say Afropop. But now, it's tougher, right? I haven't listened to a lot of Afropop stuff in a long time. I listen by chance because obviously at Africori there are playlists that I do that need me to know some of those songs, and we have clients that are Pan-African clients. Exactly. So when they release,
got the connects, eh?
Well, it depends what you mean by connects.
We'll talk off air.
Okay. But in terms of the Amapiano, look, Amapiano is right now my life. Most of my artists, of the artists that I've signed at Africori are Amapiano artists.
Wow.
And I've just been like swallowed up by the genre. Yeah. I literally meet one person and this person says, no, you have to meet this person. And this person calls the other person and says, no, go and call Gugu. And like literally every day I'm saying, no man, stop. I literally tell people, please don't give people my number because literally they're chilling like this and then they're like, yeah bro, nah actually you know what, I have the right person, this is her number bro. And then like I get calls every single day like, hey, I got your number from Smang Mang. I'm like, okay cool, what's up? And then they tell you, oh no, you know, I want music distribution Africori. Okay, just send me an email. Cool. And then next person, hey, what's up?
Do you respond to those emails?
I do.
All of them?
Yeah, so you send me the links and all of that stuff. I go through the links, I listen to the music. If it's great, it's great. We have a conversation. If it's not great,
you give them advice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. At least I'll try.
Like I say, the music is not cute. Or I say like, no, the music is good, but you know, you have to build up your profile and do it this way.
Okay, at least you give them advice.
Yeah, I do. I don't leave you just hanging.
Isha, okay, that's good. Let's talk about Africori, what you're doing currently.
Africori. Yeah, it's great. It's really nice. It's a really good experience. Currently, no one at Africori has one set job description. Like no one comes and says, I drink this bottle of water. They drink the bottle of water and eat the burger and eat the prawns and eat the pie and everybody is drinking the bottle of water, eating the burger, that's what makes us a good team. We're all involved in everything that is happening in the company. So everybody puts in 100% and we get 100% back.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about more your work in detail. So what do you do on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, I am on my phone on WhatsApp and I'm on my phone on my ear. I am literally responding to WhatsApps from artists. Hey, I want this. Hey, you know what I mean? So basically my thing is I'm a custodian of my clients at Africori. I am the representation of Africori to my clients. So I am their pointsman. So if they need anything from Africori, they come to me. And if I need anything from, like if Africori needs anything from them, I go to them.
Okay, the middleman.
I'm the middleman, I'm the middleman.
Cool.
But essentially it's also people that I have to believe in because it's a lot of work. It's like having, my artists are gonna hate me. It's like having babies, like tons of babies, and then the babies have their sisters or their brothers which are the managers, right? And sometimes you just talk to the sibling, but sometimes you talk to the sibling and the baby.
Wow.
So it's like having a daycare center, and there's like a lot of, they're gonna hate me.
You need to have the patience.
Yes. Because essentially you have to remember that everybody thinks that what they're doing is great. Everybody thinks that they're a star, and everyone wants to be treated as a star, right? And in my eyes, there's no. There is in the industry there is A-class artists and then there's B class and then there's C class. Usually I don't sign. No, I mean you can imagine. But
you wanna get you in trouble.
I'm already gonna get in trouble. This whole chat is gonna get me in trouble. But A, B, C, there's obviously people who think like A, B, C and like characterize like clients. But in my head, I wouldn't sign you if I didn't believe that you were an A to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So because I believe that you are an A to me, I will treat you as an A class. You know what I mean? So literally none of my clients have ever called me to say, you've neglected me. Oh, you know, you're not giving me enough attention. We're back.
I didn't see you looking after.
Oh, yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool.
I'm a good musical parent. There we go.
But you're back.
Okay,
I get. But it's much. I appreciate.
Yeah.
Zulu is not bad, eh?
Sazama. Sazama.
You know you always hate your
Ungayakotekezere.
Azomshaya.
You'll get in trouble.
Adizi. Are you allowed to mention all the artists that you've worked with at Africori?
Yeah, I am. It's not a secret.
Okay.
I post them all the time on my IG. I work with Kalo. I worked with Kilaka really closely. I work with Yams, Fazo, Black Neck Master Black. I work with, oh my God, there's so many.
Yeah.
I work with Streff from Nigeria. Streffiti and his whole gang. I work with Azanti. I work with Big Sky. It's one of my favorite clients actually. It's really cool. It's very chilled. Vico Diaspora from Durban. Actually dropped today. I don't know when this is gonna go out, but there's a Vico Diaspora project out.
We'll do the thing. Don't worry.
Okay. That I work with Vico. I work with quite a lot of people.
Can I put you on the spot?
Don't ask me who's my favorite client.
No, I'm not gonna do
Okay.
that. I'm not gonna do that. We're always looking for interviews. We'll hook us up.
Yeah, depends. What am I getting out of it?
Whoa, okay, off-air conversations. Off-air conversations. But you get something. You get something. Okay, cool. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years is like tomorrow.
Yeah, it's cut.
5 years is like tomorrow. And 5 years is weird because if it's tomorrow, then it means I'm running out of time. I'd rather 10 years, which is...
And you're 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
10 years, which is definitely not in SA.
Yay! Big Sky.
More than the sky. Guys, the sky is not the limit, okay? No,
What?
there's no limit. Because if you say the sky is the limit, then you're putting a limit.
Oh, yeah.
So don't
Just
put a limit.
shoot.
There's no limit. You shoot for
Whatever.
your
That's
hopes and
up to-
dreams.
Yeah. Okay,
Shoot
cool.
for your hopes and dreams.
We learn. Yeah.
Definitely, I wouldn't like to still be in SA or working in SA. I might be working for a bigger label, an international label. I might be working for artists
Okay.
or having my own management thing. I don't
I was
know.
about to ask. Have you thought along those lines?
No,
Why?
that's like feeding the baby. And that's a lot. So that's like really giving them like, now it's like, now I have to wake up and the first thing I think about is, oh my God, where's this guy? Oh my God, what is he doing? Oh my God, they have an interview here, they have this, they have that, so no.
So if I was your person, I'd be worried because I'll come me my voice.
I always think about my job actually. Even when I'm listening to music, I think about my job. I'm always looking for the next big thing.
Wow. Okay. Big thing.
Yeah, is that the big thing?
Yeah.
And he's big as well. No, I'm always looking for the next big thing. You can't play me a song and me not either try to Shazam it. If it's really good, I'll ask you about the person. I'll ask you about the artist. I'll ask you about their numbers. I'll ask you about previous work, who they've worked with, blah, 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 blah. Literally, I'm that guy, even at a party.
Hey. How you the plug? How you the plug?
No, I'm the worst because it means I can't live my life. Guys, in December, I want to switch off. Have you ever wanted to switch off your head? Like, have you ever wanted to switch off your brain because, like, you're at a club and it's like, I like that song, but I'm not working. Like, it's like 2 weeks. You know, I'm not supposed to be working, but I'm at a club and I'm like,
who's that?
Who's that?
Wow.
And you just don't want to forget about that person. You don't want to forget that you found that person or you heard that person's music.
So it's important for artists, up and coming artists, to register the music, to get the music on Buma Shazam. So
Yes,
that's
please.
okay, cool.
Guys, it's 100% important to make sure that your music is on digital platforms. That's where people are streaming right now. Do not put it on Fagaza because you're not making any money from that, okay?
They want the downloads.
Okay, don't do the downloads thing. Maybe do the downloads thing for like your first, if you're like a really new artist, do it for like your first single or whatever. But like going forward, don't give your music out for free. Put it on digital platforms. Make sure that people are able to stream it on Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, Boomplay. There's a lot of them. YouTube and all of that stuff. Make sure you license your stuff. Make sure you register. Samro, Capasso, all of that.
Yeah.
Make sure you're covered. Cover your back before you
put your music
Yeah, and if you don't have a distributor, go to DistroKid. You'll pay once and you'll distribute for the whole year. My boss mustn't hear me punt DistroKid. No, I'm the best I ever was.
Whoa! Okay. This is the Kitchen Podcast, and I always ask people this question: can you cook, and what's your favorite meal?
I don't have a favorite meal because everything I make is great.
Yo, when are you gonna invite us for Sunday course?
I'm joking, but truly, everything I make is great, and everything my mom makes and my grand makes are really good. But me and my mom obviously bake, so we make really great cakes. So I really like the cakes I bake. I eat that's why like our guys have been gaining so much weight because like I've been baking like 2 or 3 cakes a week, and like every time I'm baking, I make a muffin and I have to eat it because you know what I mean. So so the baking stuff, everything I bake, I really like. And people also like it as well. My favorite, anything that has pasta.
Oh, okay.
Anything that has pasta, great. Anything that, also seafood.
Traditional food, are you going to
And traditional food, I'm very specific. I like mkhodu, but if it's made a certain way, because there's people who, you know, there's people who make mkhodu the English way.
Okay.
You know, the ones that want to put mixed veggie and norox. Just boil it, put salt in it and some chili pepper. Yeah, we're going. And then nyama intlogo as well. You know, just boil it and just leave it, you know. So there's people who want to do...
But you can't
take it out of me, okay? Yeah. And I do like a really good kota.
Ah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But when we're talking cuisine... Is it cuisine?
Yeah,
cuisine. Yes. If you're talking cuisine, anything that has pasta or seafood. I live for sushi. Yes.
Wow. Oh, okay, cool. What advice would you give to anybody that wants to be in the background to do what you do?
Hey, you must really want to do it.
Yes, the passion.
Yeah, you must really want to do it. There's a lot of sleepless nights. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. There's a lot of your own money that goes into it. And by money, I don't mean like you're funding artists or whatever, but there's like your petrol. Yes. You buying yourself food. Sometimes you have to bribe clients with food. Like I have a client that I have to buy food all the time. I have artists that I have to buy food all the time.
Wow.
Well, not all the time, but like, you know, they say, Gugu, you buy me lunch? Sure.
I forgot to defrost something at home. Please, man.
But you must really like it, and you must also be a people's person. The industry works with people, and like literally everywhere you go, every person you speak to needs you for something, but you might also need them for something in the future. Building relationships, you must be good at that as well. And you must be a nice person.
Okay.
Well, actually, sometimes they say you mustn't be a nice person. Because there's people who are actually like really, really bad people. I wanted to say a really bad word, but I won't say it. But they're like really bad people. They take advantage of people, take artists, like they make artists, they sign things for artists and then, you know, take their money or, you know what I mean? So there's really bad people, just make sure you're not them.
I've heard about them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And then also another thing is just be genuine, man. Like, genuinely not know things.
Yeah.
And genuinely know things. Genuinely learn. Genuinely, you know, grow. And like, if you're a genuine person, people will like you.
If you're not?
If you're not, you're not going to make rag.
Ish.
So, yeah.
I got it. All right, thank you very much. Where can people catch you? Social media handle. Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that.
It's just a tricky one. I should have a burner Instagram account for where people can follow me for work things.
Yeah.
Or maybe my personal thing must move to another one. Eh?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Yeah, let's see. But people can catch me at Ohima Bred.
Okay.
There's no underscore. There's no down dash.
Yeah.
At Ohima Bred, OHEMA Bred, BREAD.
Cinco. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was about to say, are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, but I haven't been active on it.
I knew it.
If you're my friend on Facebook, you'll see my posts, which is not a lot. I basically use Facebook as like a photo album.
Oh, okay.
But a digital one, like so I don't have to pay for like a drive, like one drive or whatever drive. I just put them on Facebook.
What terabytes?
Yeah, but no, I just put them on Facebook, and then Facebook doesn't tell me I've run out of space.
Nah.
So that's what I use Facebook for.
Yeah.
But yeah, Instagram, Twitter, those are the only ones, right?
Yeah, Twitter. Are you on Twitter as well?
I am on Twitter.
Same name
everywhere. At Ohima Bred.
Aye. Cinco. Kanjalo ke Sevala Nkqubo. Thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
came
coming
through.
to my house. Yes, well, it's not my house, it's my mom's house, but yes. But thank you.
It is very beautiful, man. I love it. Are we invited for seven colors, not several? I'm black. Answers off air. Thank you, manene guys. Sibaya kanjalo Nkqubo, we out.
Juicy, yeah. I heard my niggas be proud of me. Look at I'm reppin' my city so wavy, ain't nobody stopping me. Yeah. I'm giving no one apologies. I'm up with the squad, can handle the sauce. I'm tryna make me some rands. Look at my